Hey everyone, welcome back to Techie Geek. Today we're diving into a head-to-head comparison that a lot of you have been asking about. The Meta Quest 3S versus the Meta Quest 3. Both headsets offer mixed reality gaming, VR experiences, and plenty of cool features, but the question is, which one is right for you? Let's break it down section by section. Remember, you can check out the links to both of these VR headsets and their latest prices in the description below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your thoughts. When you first look at these two headsets side by side, they appear quite similar. The Quest 3 has a distinctive trio of vertical camera panels on its front side, while the Quest 3S rearranges some of these sensors into clusters on the left and right sides of the visor. Neither design is objectively better, but they look different enough that you can easily tell them apart. The Quest 3's aesthetic leans into a Ghost in the Shell cyberpunk vibe, 3 vertical panels up front and a sleeker profile. Meanwhile, the Quest 3S places its full-color pass-through cameras and tracking sensors horizontally, but keeps the overall shape and material quality very familiar. Both share a similar white and black color scheme. Fingerprints aren't an issue on either, and you'll find USB-C ports, power buttons, and volume controls in nearly identical spots. However, the Quest 3 includes a depth sensor up front, while the Quest 3S simply clusters its sensors differently. Let's talk comfort. The Quest 3 weighs around 519 grams and has improved weight distribution, so it feels better balanced on your head compared to older models. The Quest 3S sits at about 1.13 pounds, roughly 512 grams, with a slightly different profile than the Quest 2, but not drastically heavier. It's slimmer than the Quest 2, but still heavier than the older device by a hair. Both the Quest 3 and Quest 3S come with that standard fabric Y-style strap. Honestly, the straps on both headsets aren't going to be your favorite part, neither is super comfy for long sessions. The Quest 3's strap can cause a bit of fatigue after extended play, and the Quest 3S's strap also needs some finagling to fit right. If you're planning on marathon sessions, an Elite strap upgrade is strongly recommended for both. When it comes to facial interfaces, the Quest 3 feels great against your face. It blocks out peripheral light well and offers a mechanism to adjust lens distance easily. The Quest 3S uses similar materials, and while it's comfortable, it borrows the older Fresnel lenses from the Quest 2 era, meaning you'll have a narrower sweet spot and a slightly trickier time getting perfect clarity. Here's where things start getting really interesting. The Quest 3 uses pancake lenses and boasts a higher resolution display, 2064 by 2208 per eye, giving you about 25 ppd. This is a step up from the Quest 2 and helps deliver sharper visuals, better colors, and a higher field of view. On the other hand, the Quest 3S steps down to the older Fresnel lenses found in the Quest 2, offering a resolution of about 1832 by 1920 per eye, and around 20 ppd. That's still decent for VR, but it's just not as crisp as the Quest 3. You'll see more screen door effect and a smaller sweet spot where things look crystal clear. For some users with certain IPD, interpupillary distance, measurements, this can be a bit frustrating. The Quest 3's pancake lenses and improved field of view make everything look richer, sharper, and more vivid. Meanwhile, the Quest 3S's Fresnel lenses feel a bit dated today, showing that it's a more budget-friendly option. Both the Quest 3 and the 3S push mixed reality to the forefront. They use full-color pass-through, letting you see your real room while also interacting with virtual objects. The Quest 3 excels here, offering smoother, sharper pass-through that's less fuzzy. The Quest 3S also provides full-color pass-through, which is a huge step up from the Quest 2's grainy black and white view, but it's not as crisp as the Quest 3's feed. Still, both let you map your physical environment for mixed reality games. Think alien invasions busting through your real walls, or building elaborate Rube Goldberg machines right in your living room. The difference is that the Quest 3 tends to make this feel more natural and immersive thanks to the higher resolution and better optics. Under the hood, both headsets share the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 platform with an Adreno GPU and 8GB of RAM, delivering strong performance across VR apps and games. This means the Quest 3S isn't lagging behind in raw horsepower, it's just pushing fewer pixels at once, which can actually result in more stable frame rates and longer battery life. The Quest 3 might load apps a bit faster, and certain developers are optimizing titles like Red Matter 2 to look super high-end on the Quest 3. But overall, both headsets handle demanding VR titles like Blade and Sorcery Nomad or Asgard's Wrath 2 without issues. Both headsets use the same Touch Plus controllers, sleeker and smaller than older designs, and missing the old tracking rings. They feel ultra-light, balanced, and easy to handle, though some users might miss the heft of the old rings. Tracking is solid on both systems, but can hiccup if you move controllers out of the headset's line of sight for too long. That said, both the Quest 3 and Quest 3S have improved hand tracking and can place virtual objects accurately in your environment. Hand tracking in particular works great on both devices, letting you navigate menus or even do some typing in VR without controllers. Battery life is always a concern in VR. The Quest 3 averages around 2.5 hours of gaming on a full charge. The Quest 3S, surprisingly, can eke out a bit more from its battery, often hitting a solid 2 hours or more, thanks to its lower display resolution, which demands less power. If you're big on productivity or extended gameplay sessions, both can pair with an external battery pack or the official Elite strap with battery. The Quest 3 will push better visuals, but might drain faster if you push it hard. The Quest 3S's efficiency is a nice surprise in this price range. Both headsets tap into the same MetaQuest ecosystem, offering hundreds of VR and mixed reality titles. You can play hits like Vader Immortal, Beat Saber, Asgard's Wrath 2, Walkabout Mini Golf, and more. The difference is less about the content and more about how these games look and feel. On Quest 3, games can look sharper and more polished. On Quest 3S, they run smoothly, but with slightly less clarity. Both can connect to a PC to access even more titles, like Half-Life Alyx, via either a link cable or AirLink. Just remember that PC VR performance can vary, and neither headset is immune to the occasional hiccup when streaming games from your rig. Now let's talk dollars. The Quest 3 starts at around $500 for 128GB, and goes up to $650 for more storage. It's a significant investment that aims to give you the best standalone virtual mixed reality experience possible. The Quest 3S is here to smash that price barrier with a baseline of around $300 for 128GB. This makes mixed reality gaming far more approachable for those on a budget. The trade-off is that you lose the premium pancake lenses and the higher resolution. You're essentially getting a Quest 3-like machine with Quest 2-level lenses for a fraction of the price. For many casual VR gamers or newcomers, that might be enough. If you crave the best visuals, crisp pass-through, broader IPD adjustments, and a more future-proof experience, the Quest 3 is your top pick. You get a richer field of view, higher resolution, and cutting-edge lenses. It's the Swiss Army knife of VR headsets, great at everything, and sets a high benchmark. But if you're looking to get into VR and MR without burning a hole in your wallet, the Quest 3S is a fantastic entry point. Sure, you'll deal with Fresnel lenses and a smaller sweet spot, but you still get full-color pass-through, the same powerful chip, and solid battery life. For around $300, it's hard to say no if you just want to enjoy VR at home, dip into MR experiences, and maybe upgrade the strap later. The Quest 3's main downside is its higher cost and the fact that you still might want a better head strap for long sessions. Its OS and UI can feel dated, lacking app organization options. As for the Quest 3S, the older Fresnel lenses feel a bit behind the times, and adjusting IPD is stuck in 3 fixed steps, making fine-tuning harder. Still, these are not deal breakers for the price you pay. Also, remember that mixed reality content is still growing. Both headsets have huge potential, but we're still waiting on killer MR apps that truly make it a must-have feature. To wrap it up, if you want the absolute best meta VR headset right now and can afford it, go with the Quest 3. You'll love the improved visuals, comfortable design, and overall step up from previous generations. If you'd rather save a couple $100 and still enjoy a solid VR and MR experience, grab the Quest 3S. You get plenty of performance, easier access to mixed reality, and a lower price point that's super inviting for newcomers. Either way, both headsets keep the wire-free freedom that the MetaQuest line is known for, and both tap into a huge library of games and experiences. It's all about where your comfort level and budget meet. So, which one will you pick? Let me know in the comments, and if you're interested in more suggestions and reviews, be sure to check out more of my videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated. It really helps. See you next time.